What's going on, guys? Middi here, and today we're going to be talking about the crossbow and is it decent in Warzone? Now, in multiplayer we know it's pretty much a one hit because there's no such thing as armor or anything like that, but I've been testing this out in Warzone and I'm just going to give you my thoughts about it because I don't see a lot of people actually using it. I mean, the only times you're going to find it is when you're in the loading lobby or if you're lucky enough to find it in a rare crate, but I very rarely see people actually having it on their loadout. Now, starting off with my first loadout, we're going to use the crossbow without any attachments at all, just a standard bolt, and we're going to have the Renetti pistol as a backup just in case we can't finish someone off quick enough. Then we're going to switch to that and finish them. Now, what I've noticed is that the standard bolt actually does destroy their armor but won't fully knock someone down if they're max armor. So the only moment you're going to be using a normal bolt is if you A, shoot them in the head and sneak up on them, or you've got overkill on and you follow up after hitting them with a pistol or whatever your secondary weapon is. I do recommend that you actually level this up first. The standard bolt isn't really going to benefit you much in Warzone, but these other bolts are going to help you a lot more. Now, using one of the first bolt attachments that you're going to get on it, we're going to be using the Fury bolts. Now, if you guys are familiar with the Black Ops series, they have a crossbow that's exactly the same as this. You basically fire it and it's like a sticky bomb and it will stick and then explode. Quite good for damaging vehicles as well, not only just people, but basically if you stick someone with this, the initial damage is not going to kill them, but the bolt will explode and it will kill them. So if you stick someone with this, yes, it will kill them in one hit, regardless if they're max armor or not. The only way that someone can counter this is if they've got EOD on and they just sponge the damage. I don't see a lot of people actually using EOD, but if you're a fan of using explosive type weapons, then definitely give this a try for the Fury bolts. Probably the second best attachment that you can get with the crossbow. Now, moving on to the poison bolts. Now, guys, maybe in multiplayer these are decent. In Warzone, they absolutely suck. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to be using these. As you can see here, it took 2 hits just to down someone. And by that time, I was dead as soon as I'd done that, even with sleight of hand on. So I don't recommend using these poison bolts at all. I can't see how they're going to benefit you massively here. Of course, obviously, if you hit someone with the impact, then the gas is going to spray all around them. And it's going to make them not be able to aim down the sight of their gun. Similar to when you're using gas grenades, is the exact same thing. But just the fact that it takes 2 to even down someone. I mean, if you're playing a team-based mode and you're not playing solo, you're going to need to fire 3 just to actually finish someone. So these are not beneficial at all. I don't recommend using these. But hey, give it a try if you really want to. But I'm telling you now, don't bother. And now we've got the final attachment, which is the Backburn 20 bolts. Now, these are basically thermite bolts. It's kind of like the thermite grenade that you can throw and it sticks to someone. If you hit an enemy with this, it is going to burn and do damage over time. That will down someone. It will 100% down somebody, even if they are max armor. The only thing that sucks is majority of the time it won't actually finish someone when they're down. I mean, what you can see here is I've hit someone with it. They're down on the floor and they're burning and taking that thermite damage, but it's not actually finishing them. The only way this is going to finish someone is if they have 2 shields on or maybe a little bit lower, I'm not 100%, and you hit them with it, then they're going to get downed and then it's going to finish them. Definitely extremely good for solo if you like playing solo, but also it is good for team-based games like trios or quads. If you're hitting someone with this bolt, you will down them 100%. They're going to go down. But the fact is probably not going to finish them unless they've not got a lot of shield. Definitely if you've got sleight of hand with this and a good aim, then you can knock down multiple people pretty quickly. With these thermite grenades, I downed these 2 guys right here, and then the thermite grenade didn't actually finish them off because the gas was coming in, so I had to just get out of there. And then they actually revived each other and got back up, which kind of annoyed me a lot because I wish the thermite would just finish them off. But then again, I consider how much armor someone actually does have, and it would be quite overpowered. So if someone's full armor, it's just going to down them, and if they've got a little bit less armor, then you're going to get lucky and actually be able to finish them off all in one go. I definitely think the Fury bolts and the Backburn are easily one of the best ones to have. Yet again, like the Fury bolts, these Backburn thermite ones will damage vehicles over time. So people jumping onto Jeeps or the quad bikes or the weaker vehicles, then these thermite bolts are obviously going to help a lot with that. With the truck, I'm not too sure. It did take a few hits just to actually disable it, but nonetheless, you've got tons of ammo with this. I ended up switching a sleight of hand perk with the fully loaded and you get max ammo. It actually takes sniper ammo, which is quite weird because obviously it's in the marksman rifle loadout. It doesn't take long at all to actually get the first bolt, which is the Fury, and that's probably the second best one. So definitely give these a try in Warzone. It's actually fun to use, and it's going to make your marksman aim a lot better, considering it doesn't actually matter where you hit someone with this. If you hit them in the leg or the chest, the thermite grenade or the explosive one is going to kill them anyway and down them. I definitely think the crossbow is a really unique weapon. I mean, the fact that it has the power to down someone just by hitting a bolt anywhere on someone is quite crazy. And if you like the video, as always, leave a like and a sub, means tons to me. And let me know in the comments what you think. Do you mess with a crossbow, or do you think it's just a weapon that ain't powerful enough to use? But I definitely think a lot more people are going to start using this. It is decent. But as always, boys, I shall see you guys later.